Gramma here. It's a little before 7 in the morning. I've only been up about 20 minutes. I'm still kind of a sicko, but today I gotta try and get a little done around here because the house is falling apart around my ears here. So last night or yesterday I did manage to get some dishes done. Not much else. So this morning I'm gonna attempt to clean up my kitchen a little and see what else I have energy for the day. Hopefully I'll start perking up soon. March, I want you to see how beautiful my seedlings are doing. I think this is the best my seedlings have ever looked. I'm happy to say I think I've turned the corner a little bit. I'm feeling a little better. The sinus pressure's relieved quite a bit. There's no fever or aches, so that's a good thing. Still a little congested, but I can breathe. So I'm counting my blessings, and I'm coming back out on this gorgeous day to do a little more garden work now that I got the house picked up a little better. There's still a lot more to do in there, but I think I'm done with that for the day. Now it's time for some garden therapy. So here's the strawberry bed you saw me weeding yesterday, and already the berries that I left behind are perking up and coming up in the sun. So I think they're going to fill in a little better. I may still buy some more. Over here is where a path was, but I'm still going to clean out all the weeds and henbit that are in this pathway here. And then up this way, I think you see my onion bed there. But this is where my veggies go. I got about 10 beds, starting on that end and going all the way up to that other fence up there. And then I also plant all along that fence, and there's some fruit trees in there, and I plant under the fruit trees and all around. I usually put corn up there. Yeah. So there's a lot to do to make it look nice again. One thing I got to battle this year is right here on the fence, I get terrible poison ivy. What you see there is not poison ivy, that's English ivy, I think. But the vines will come over, and the whole 2 panels there will be full of poison ivy. And we're also allergic to it. I can't really touch it. I don't want to pull it out. So this year I'm thinking I'm going to wait till it comes out, and then I'm going to get black plastic, and I'm going to drape the fence with it and on both sides and see if that might cook it under there and at least make it die back, so I can use all the yard up to the fence, because I usually got to steer clear of it because the poison ivy is coming out to get me. Well, it's time to plant some more seeds. And I'm going to put some collards and other fall winter crops in here. Hopefully it's not too late in the season to start them. End of March here in Zone 7, Maryland. Now the problem is I can't see the screen of the camera, so I'm not sure if I've got it centered on where I'm at. So I'm going to hope for the best here. Take my best guess. I pretty much do a back to Eden style garden. Sometimes mixed with a little square foot gardening. Permaculture. All organic. And it's been a challenge because I get diseases and the bugs like squash borers and squash bugs, and I have to battle them organically. Alright, here's my collards. This is for 2017, so they're all all set for this year, and they should come up. Let me just put a few in here, and we'll see what comes up. Last year I got a lot of nice collards, and I cooked a lot with them. I actually made some galumpkies with them. I used the collards like I would cabbage to roll sausage and tomato sauce, and made Polish galumpkies. And my husband's Polish. He didn't grow up with his father, so he didn't know a whole lot about his heritage, but he is Polish and he does like galumpkies. Okay, so I'm going to put in 4 short rows this way of the collards. And they did really well last year for me. I used them in cooking and baking. I even did some canning with them because I canned collards and sausage. I got the little, what do you call those little smokies? The little smoky sausages. And I canned smoky sausage and collards. I even did a video on it, so you can look that up if you want to see it. Okay, they are in, and I forgot my little markers. I'm gonna have to go get them. So there's some collards. All right, let's try some broccoli. I do this one square foot gardening type. I made a little grid here. I'll just put a couple seeds into each section. Broccoli's in. I'm just resting in my garden now, looking at all the flowers on my fruit trees, and I see that there's a lot of bees out now, and they are visiting the flowers on my fruit trees. I am so hoping to get fruit. Go on, pollinators, do your thing. Well, let's try some cauliflower. I'm kind of a casual gardener. Not casual in that I don't take it seriously or love it, but I'm not real persnickety about how I do it as far as putting out grids or making everything really precise. That's just not me. And if you know about Paul Gauci and the Back to Eden style, maybe you also know about his predecessor, who was Ruth Stout. And Ruth Stout, I don't know, was she back in the 40s maybe? I don't remember exactly when, but before Paul anyway, as far as his claim to fame. And she also was very much into deep mulch gardening. And she was very casual about how she planted. Like when she planted potatoes, she didn't even dig in the ground. She just threw the potatoes on top of the ground. And she says, there, potatoes are planted. She was a character, a real character. And I'm sure much more liberal in her thinking than I am about many things. But she had a sense of humor, and I enjoyed her book very much. And she used hay mostly for mulching all her veggies. And her garden didn't look, very neat and tidy and trim, but it was prolific and it grew a lot. And she had a lot of wisdom. So if you ever get a chance to look up Ruth Stout, I know there's an interview with her where she's walking around her garden, and I think she's in her 70s or 80s. And she's still quite a character then. Of course, she's long gone now. But, Ruth Stout method of gardening, very much similar to the Back to Eden style. After these come up, I'll be putting more mulch on the garden. Keep everything nice and moist and covered. You can see a lot of the leftover sticks and stuff from the mulch I had on it. I do have some of my own sifted compost that I'll use for feeding it. Well, I planted another plot of beets, and then I ran out of steam. So between the cleaning the house this morning and doing a little bit of work in the garden, that's it for me, at least until I have another nap today. This cold is not gone yet, but I'm fighting it, and I think it's on its way out. So that'll probably be it for this video. And I'll catch you on the next one when I'll be doing more out in the garden and getting that yard to look pretty again. Thanks for watching, and if you look down below in the See More section, there'll be contact information where I have a Facebook page called Susie BanDana, Ban and Dana, 2 separate words, and I have a Gmail down there. And I have a snail mail, a U.S. post box. It's down there if you'd like to send physical cards and letters. And I'm paying $12 a month for that, and so far it's not worth it. I've only gotten 2 pieces of mail. So if you want me to keep up the P.O. box, send me a card or letter and say an encouraging word, and then I'll think it's worth it. Other than that, if you're inclined to want to see a Bible devotional, every Saturday morning at 10:30, I do a live stream Bible devotional as part of the Homestead Network. And if you're not inclined to want a Bible devotional, I do other live streams during the week, which are kitchen pop-up cooking videos, usually when I'm making for dinner that night as the Spirit moves. If I want to turn on the camera live, I'll do that. Or sometimes I take the camera out into the garden and I'm doing something live out there. So subscribe, and then whenever I have a live stream up, you'll know. And make sure you click that little bell next to the subscribe button and hit the notification box. And you'll be notified of when I have a video or a live stream up. So thanks for hanging with me today. And I'm feeling better, and I think I'm on the mend. So hopefully soon I'll be back to myself and be able to put a lot more energy into my projects. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.